Hello and welcome to our video from Oh Lovely Day Prints on how to edit our printable PDF files. All right, let's get started. So you just want to make sure you do have the most recent version of Adobe Acrobat Reader. You're just going to want to get the free version, not the pro version. And once that is downloaded, you should be able to easily download and edit all of the invitation files, and the embedded fonts will come through really nicely. If it's not the most recent version, or you don't have the updated version, you could deal with issues like the fonts will come through as like a Times New Roman black font, not anything like what you purchased. So if that is the case, it's most likely that the version of Acrobat Reader is not up to date, or maybe you saved it but it's not actually being opened through Acrobat Reader. So just double check up in the top left hand corner that it is in fact Acrobat Reader DC. Once you have that downloaded, we're going to head back over to the download screen. This is what you'll typically see, or something similar to this, after you have purchased and clicked on view your files. Most of the invitations are going to include 2 to 3 files. All will have a README file, and then all of them will have your editable invitation files. So you'll want to click download, and you'll be able to save it. Mine is going to automatically open just because I have my settings like that. But if you do save it, make sure you save it to a file that's easy to access so you don't lose the file somewhere in limbo. So once you're in here, the highlighted blue area is the area that you'll be able to edit, but the highlights will not print when you actually print it. It's just a guide as far as how big you can fill the box to and things like that. So first off, you'll be able to go in and easily edit any of these words. If you're going in and say you're editing this to Elizabeth Johnson and it's making that dinging sound, it's just telling you that your font size is too large for this box, because it can only fit in this box here. So what you want to do is click, if you're in a Mac, you're going to click Command E. If you're on a PC, you'll pick Control E, and a little form field text properties bar should come up. You'll just select that text, move that font down. I just always like to go down to a font size I know is going to work, and then kind of play with it back up. So 24 looks pretty good. And if it does move up a little bit on you, just because it looks like that Z's kind of going down to the other box, you can go up to more, and this goes for all of the text. If you need to update the spacing, this is where you'll do it. So we're going to move this text down to, it's just putting points of spacing above that line. So as you'll see, when you edit it over here, it also edits on this side. So now it's more centered to where we would want it. And then you can simply just go in here, change your times, change your address, things like that. And then if you do want to change the font types, you can also do that up here in the form field area. Whatever you're working with as far as your other decor for your event. If you're working with certain types of fonts that you've downloaded, this is where you can do that. Another thing is, say that you don't want this to be gold, or you do want this area to be gold. You just simply highlight that text, go up to this area right here. It's telling you this is the gold you're using. If you want to change it to white, you can just push white, and it's going to edit both sides. Say you want to grab another color from the invitation, you can go back up here, other color, grab this dropper, and say you want to get a gold from here, and it'll simply just change that back to whatever you selected. So it's fairly easy. If you do have any issues at all, please let us know. We're happy to help, but for the most part, it's pretty user friendly. Once you've fully edited it, you'll want to go ahead and save it. And I'll just save mine to my download folder. And you can either save it to a thumb drive or save it and email it to somewhere like Kinko's or Staples, or you can straight print it from this page here if you're printing it at home. And if you are printing it, you can see that the crop lines, you have a little bit of a bleed, so that if you do waver your line a little bit, you're not going to have any white space showing. This is especially useful for if you have somewhere like Kinko's or Staples printing your invitations. They will typically use a large guillotine cutter, so those ones on the bottom may move a little bit, so this gives you a little bit of spacing for if the invitations are cut a little bit short or long, you won't have white space showing. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you'd like to view any of our invitations, please visit us at www.ohlovelydayprints.com. Thanks again for watching.